Good evening, all.
Good evening,
And
Mr. Chas.
Good evening, sir.
So,
welcome to
Good
tonight's
evening, Mr.
session.
Charles.
Tonight is for us to discuss about the upcoming projects. So that's why we're having this meeting, and you can attest that our team are getting matured. We're getting matured every day. So, and at this point, I feel I can entrust some responsibilities onto you guys by implementing a project while I watch. So that is what we are going to do. And I believe every one of us here must have gotten a team, a project team. If you've not got it, if you don't know where you belong at this point, then you are lost. So, and if you are lost, you better let us know so that we can help you. So, like some other group, you see, so you guys have, if you are very observant, you can see the way I've been managing the group. Some people, if you come to their state, they happen to be the only person, and we can't create a project for them. Some of them, even in their zone, even in their region, they are not up to 10. So we can't create a project for them. So it's better to merge them with a state that is very much populated, which is going to be very much active. So that is what we're doing. It doesn't mean that you are not going to be operating in your state. For instance, if you are in a Boeing state and we ask you to join Enugu State, yeah, it means that Enugu State have extension to Boeing. Maybe Enugu is now the capital or whatever, the central point. So that is it. So that's what we've just done. So everybody should have a team. They mentioned you have a team. Some people are based in England and they have a team in Nigeria that is remotely. And that is why also many of you are looking to start doing after this, to work remotely. So you should be able to work effectively in any team you find yourself. And the project here, this is our first project, is a digital enterprise implementation. So it's something we can do 100% remotely. But for the sake of collaboration and networking, or from time to time, we need to meet. So if we have time in our second project, we might then have to do some product launch and things like that. But for now, we have a team and we're starting. So there's no need of wasting more time. So if you can create a project plan, you're already a project manager, and I believe at this point, all of us here can create a project plan. So if we can create a project plan, then we start by, we know how to call a meeting, we know how to facilitate meeting, we know how to, there's a lot we know how to do. So I'm very confident we can start. So that's it. So what I'm going to do, like I told you guys during a project brief meeting, it can be two ways. It's either the project sponsor, invite a project manager and brief the project manager about his intention or the organization's intention, what they want to achieve. That is oral briefing. If you receive a briefing orally, then you should be able to document it, just like the way I'm briefing you guys. So if I didn't come up with any tangible document to present, you should be able to document whatever I said and start the project. But I documented it So what we have here is for us to, if you have any confusion about the project brief, then you can ask question. I've uploaded a copy to our general WhatsApp group. So if you want it, the PDF copy is there. You can download it and keep it. So everybody here is a project manager. So it's not sent. I'm not sending it to any particular person. So now we have a project brief. It's now for the team to come up with a leader so that they will have a good direction. It's up to you. If you like, you can appoint incompetent leader. At the end of the day, I've done what I'm supposed to do. I'm not saying you're incompetent is someone who doesn't take what we are doing here seriously. I'm not saying anybody is not, but we have some dedicated people. We have people who attend every meeting here, who doesn't miss class, who want to help out, who want to contribute, who want to sacrifice. Some people in my team still, I've witnessed some team members who are more a bit knowledgeable or faster than others. Even to help them out with anything, they start demanding for money. You need to pay me. Before me to teach you how to do projects labor, you need to pay. So it's up to you. If you appoint someone like that, and if I started asking all of you to pay, even before to facilitate the meeting, pay me. It's up to you. I'm not the one who I'm not going to appoint anybody. But it's up to you to appoint a leader. You know what I mean by a leader. Somebody who is selfless, somebody who can lead by example. And I believe we have so many of us in our midst. So that's it. And let me quickly share, let's go through the project brief document. And if you have questions, we can then address your various questions.
Faith, abeg, put off your camera, please.
Who is saying put off the camera? Is the camera disturbing you? As a matter of fact, everybody should be on camera. But if you are not on camera, it's up to you. But when we are in a meeting, a project meeting, everybody should be on camera. All this one, everybody hiding or behind the camera is not the ideal thing. So if somebody is putting on his camera, the person should be appreciated for doing the right thing. That is the standard. It's only when the person put on the camera and start showcasing night gown and that's when we'll try to show us what we are not supposed to see. Then we address that, you know. Okay. So this is our brief. Put it in a document, and here we have the project title is to implement a CRM system for ToPay Limited, and the project sponsor is ToPay Executive Leadership, which I represent, and the project manager is all of you are project managers. So when we have a leader, then we can then have someone who will represent all the project managers and become the team lead. Then we have BAs already here. Yeah, I know it's going to be difficult for BAs because we've not done much on business analysis. But before we go far, we should be able to dabble into business analysis. So that's it. And yeah. So, and what are the main purpose of this project? That is the objective. Number one is to improve lead and contact management to streamline customer acquisition and engagement. You guys know that ToPay is a startup company. Our product is ready. I'm going to introduce that to you guys very soon. So we have a product where we can do digital banking, we can do mobile money, which is agent banking, like what you guys call POS. The real name is agent banking, but we call it POS in Nigeria. So agent banking. And outside that, we equally have where we can do merchant payments, where merchants can make payment through or receive, merchant can receive payment for their services through our application. And equally, you can use our application to pay bills, you know, recharge your phone, and a lot of things we can do. So we are still working on licensing, but the much we have, we can afford for now, we can get started. So even if it's only payment of bills and the charging of whichever one we're getting started, as we are progressing, we'll be getting more licenses, and that's how companies grow. So the point I'm making is we are going to understand, want to understand our customers who want to have a dedicated CRM system that will help us as we are, you know, recruiting or as we are hunting for customers. We should be able to manage them through our CRM system. So it's good. We have a good CRM at the moment. Everything we are doing is a bit manual because we don't have a dedicated CRM system. So that is it. So you see here, it says lead and contact management. So lead, if you know what lead is potential customers. That is potential customer. Contact management is our customers. We will manage them. You know, that is when you say contact, it's already customers. So streamline the acquisition and engagement, which CRM system is a very good system for doing that. I hear someone telling one other person that Freed Camp, something like Freed Camp or Sana, they are not CRM system. I'm going to onboard us to Freed Camp as soon as possible. Freed Camp, these are project collaborative environment. They are not CRM systems. So equally, we need one of the objectives: enhance customer service efficiency by centralizing customer inquiry and feedback, automate sales and marketing process to optimize ToPay financial services, provide agents and management with real-time insight via dashboard and report. Like, you know, we are going to be having a lot of agents because our platform is a multi-agent, call it multi-agent mobile through digital banking. So that's what we're doing. That's the roadmap here. So we're going to have a lot of agents, you know, so that's it. And the scope here is number one, selection, configuration, and deployment of a CRM system. By the time we finish, we should be able to select a good CRM system, configure it to our need, and deploy the CRM platform for use. Then integration of the CRM system with ToPay existing financial and transaction platform. Yeah, so if we have time, then we'll start integration of CRM system with other third-party application we are using, migration of lead and customer data into the CRM system. If we already have lead we've captured already, then we need to migrate them to the new CRM system. Training of ToPay agent and staff to use the CRM system and best practices. So at the end of the process, we need to train those who are going to use the CRM system. Implementation of analytics dashboard for sales and support and transaction. So at the end of the day, we should be seeing business metrics via our analytic dashboard. Okay. Out of scope, where we are not going, even if we have the whole time in the whole world, we are not venturing into this. We call it out of scope. And it's a clear boundary for you to know that we are not going into this. So custom development of CRM features unrelated to lead and contact management. You know that CRM system can be used in so many ways. We have field services. We can use CRM system for field services and so many other things you can use CRM system for. But for now, we are interested in lead and contact management. That's what we want to achieve for now. We want to bite more what we can chew at this point. So over time, we might grow to so many other things, but for now, it's everything that's related to lead and contact management. Okay. Secondly, out of scope is core banking system modification and replacement. In as we are into bank, we are looking in our kind of into banking. Is everything payment, mobile money is banking. You know, they are new, call it new banking. That is new banking. So is a next generation banking. So we are not, the CRM system has nothing to do with our banking system modification. It's not part of this project. For instance, if we need to add any feature, maybe like in our system, we already have a savings account in our, so if we want to have like a loan, incorporate loan, giving loan to this and that is not part of this project. So that's more core banking, like loan management and things like that is not part of this project. So is the core is contact and lead management. And who are the stakeholders in this project? It's good you understand where the stakeholders are coming from so that you will not make mistake, because you know you need to understand stakeholders and their expectation. If you flash back to stakeholder analysis, the main purpose of stakeholder analysis is to understand their understand them and their expectation, and so we make mistake and start sending messages or contacting people that are not related to this project. Okay, we have executive leadership, and the role from the executive leadership is project sponsors, which for now I'm taking that seat. If you are looking for sponsor, can contact me. If I'm handing it over to another person, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm the chairman. So if you see me, you salute me. All right. The next is sales and marketing team. So, you know, to do this acquisition, the sales and marketing, we need to, they are the people that are going to use the outcome of this CRM system. So they are the end user. So we are implementing this for them to use. So then we have customers, external users. So we over time I have other customers who might want to use this, like the some of the agents for now we can be classified as customers, the external users, but they are not part of the sales for now, but we'll see how it goes. But we can have customers who can use it externally. Then, or customers which we might be using it to interact with. Then we have IT team. IT team are those who are going to be working. So all of you here are part of the IT team. You guys are the IT team that are going to implement this. So all of you here, you see you are a stakeholder in this project. So, and then support team. If there's any assistance, support, we have, most cases, organizations have a support team, project support team. And these people come from what we call project management office, PMOs. They are project management officers or project management support officers. So we do have them. We're always there to assist in any way. Okay, these are where the stakeholders might come. You might meet all the stakeholders, you might not meet them. So there is not a must that, like here you can say, I must meet a user. Mr. Charles said that, we must meet who are the customers. If we have not gotten them now, we are fine, there's no need to worry about them. But if those who are around, then we'll try as much as we can to get them, to meet them and understand from their points how they are going to use the system. And deliverables. So what is expected to be delivered? We call it project deliverables. That is fully configured CRM tailored to ToPay's need. And CRM integrated with transaction and customer communication system, migrated lead and contact customer data with accuracy and highly verified. Custom dashboard for sales, customer support, and marketing analytics, and training of users. So we need to get training materials that we are going to use to train whoever are going to use the system. And the key milestone for this project, you can see here, this project is going to happen like a flashlight. To implement this kind of project within 2 months, then you need to be under serious heat and sweat. Don't think it's going to be easy. So it's up to you the way you at this point. This is just a guide. The main thing is that is a 8 weeks project. The way you break it down is up to you. But what we have here is a guide, like within the first 2 weeks, we should have completed vendor selection. Within the 4 weeks, we should have completed all requirement analysis. System within the 6 weeks, we should have system configuration and customization. And within the 7th week, data migration and testing. Within the 8 weeks, we should be doing training and UAT testing. And by the end of the 80th week, we should have gone live. So that is it. And the budget here is we have a budget of 10,000 pounds for this project, and this is a breakdown. It's a guide. What I do here is likely, you see likely breakdown is a guide. You are the project manager. It's up to you the way you break this budget down. But the only thing is that we are not going to exceed this budget. So we've done costing during the project planning. So at this point, if you don't know how to do costing, it's not difficult. So if you follow the training guide, you are not going to struggle. For some of you who are not serious, are doing anything, not doing anything we ask you to do, you see that you are going to struggle if you have not performed any of all these assignments I asked you to, anything you see. At this point, you can see that everything we are teaching, we are going to is like exam. This is an exam, and you see all the things we've done is coming out. Okay, risk and mitigation. We've done risk management using red log. So we equally know about risk register. So risk and mitigation, you should be able to capture risk and mitigate those risks. So you see likely risk I captured here as a guide. This is not the only risk. This is just a guide. Don't say Mr. Charles have captured the risk for us. We've done this. No. As a matter of fact, the risk I captured here might not even have happened, but it's a guide that in this kind of project, this is likely risk. Delay in vendor selection, data migration error, resistance to change, and integration issues with ToPay system. So that's it. And we have a success criteria. What is success like? How does success look like if we see a success? If we succeed in this project, then we should have a CRM system that goes live within the planned 8 weeks timeline and within the budget. And 100% migration of lead and customer data without single error. 80% user adoption rate within the first 1 month. Users should be happy. 25% improvement in lead conversion efficiency in the first quarter. So with that, we should be, maybe if we are leading or capturing lead from Facebook or Instagram, we should at least see a 25% increase in all the lead we captured being converted into our customers, see them using our product, which is ToPay mobile application, ToPay agent application, and ToPay merchant application. These are 3 products we have for now. So we want to see them using it, our customers. And then number 5, reduction in customer response time by 30% after implementation. So, and approval. So approval here, we need approval from these people, and here executive sponsor, and it's me, and I'm giving you my approval. So I'm comfortable with this project brief. It represents what we want. So once we have a team lead that will represent every team, they should be able to append their own signature here, and yeah, and with this we are good to go. So if you have any question on this, you can ask. So that is the main purpose of today's meeting. There's not no teaching. It's to hand over the project brief for you to go and start digesting. And I give you people till the end of this week, that is Friday. If we are coming on Friday meeting, you are coming to present your team lead. And once that is done, I'm moving on. So if you can't, if you couldn't, that noise. So is have questions, raise your hands. Madam Girlfriend Bar, can see your hands up. Well, wait, let me see who are how many people raising their hands, and then let's see how we go about it. Okay, we'll have Elizabeth Itam. She's the first person here, and followed by the former Godfrey and Beatrice Adeshola and others, Ugochukwu, Wolozo, Austin, Chideka. Please, if you hear your name according to the first person, you start talking now because we don't have time.
Okay. Good evening, sir. So my question is, if you're working in a company, is it the company that is going to give you the project brief of what you're going to work with, or is you that is going to develop the project brief based on the project they will give
Please,
you to work?
can someone answer this question? I'm not going to answer it. I need someone here to answer the question.
Yes, good evening, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
giving us the project
Good
brief
evening.
already. What we do today is the project briefing.
I need somebody is talking. Godfrey, former Godfrey is talking. Please, let's hear from her. She's responding to the first question.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today's class is basically the project brief. So what Mr. Charles presented to us today is the project brief. So this is what we are supposed to work with as a team. So I think that's the answer to the question.
Good.
Okay, so what she asked was that if we're working for a company, will the company give us the project brief? The answer is no. Your stakeholders will give you the information needed for you to create the project brief. They'll give you adequate information that you will need to create the project brief, but they will not create the project brief for you.
Okay, Elizabeth, it's obvious you've not been in this class. If you have been attending this class, you shouldn't ask this kind of question. But it's still good you ask question if you don't know. But I can see you are very far behind. We've treated this. Have we not treated project brief before?
We have.
Yes, sir.
And even again today, I refresh our memories before I presented the project brief. So your question has been taken care of, and then we have other people raising hands. I don't know if it's the same question like the former Godfrey. And yeah, do you still have question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
My question is, with regards to the project manager for each team, based on previous experience you've had, is there any guidelines you could give to us that will help us? I know you said something about us picking someone that is active, but there are people that are also good, but because of we've not really had much time with each other in the platform, we might not really know our capacity individually so far. So is there any guideline or something you can, let's say, advice you would give us on how to pick somebody, or is there anything we can do in the platform? Is it maybe like a campaign or something that will assist us in picking somebody that will lead us properly or well?
We've
So
been in this for how long have we been in this boot camp? Can someone tell us?
Like a month.
Okay, that is enough. If you are serious minded and a guy you have been tracking you for 1 month, you should be able to take decision.
Oh God.
True of us, guys.
So that was not a problem.
No.
So you guys have been you guys have been together for 1 month.
But it's like,
So
you know,
you
the guy on
guys
is
be
different from this one.
no.
Sorry, sir.
You,
For the Lagos, I think the Lagos group started with introduction. So, like, the introduction helps to at least give help us to know ourselves better, and then we also
Okay.
gave an opportunity for
Okay,
people to nominate themselves if they want to.
Okay. The introduction is good, but so many of you knows because so many of you here joined from Equi's class, two of us. So many of you have known yourself for a long time now. So most of you have come a long way, and so many of you here have been very active, very supportive, and things like that, proactive, helping out, guiding, and things like that. You can do nomination. If you see somebody that who is good within your team, even if the person is not really coming out, you can nominate the person, knowing the person's capacity. Some people can come up with a good campaign. Why I don't want campaign is that if you go to ChatGPT, you can tell you are running for election, you can create a very beautiful campaign that can woo everybody. And at the end of the day, you find out they are struggling to perform. So if you know yourself, let people nominate, and somebody can volunteer to lead interimly, to maybe create a meeting where everybody can come and talk what they can do, manifesto, not just submitting a text. When somebody speaks, you can see leadership quality. So those who are the nomination can start this night. Some people have been doing that for a long time, but if you are just starting, you people can start nominating from this night, and even tomorrow you can create a meeting like this where people can come and
The people don't want us.
deliver speech. Even in the group, I've got you can collaborate within WhatsApp have developed to the extent we can use it to collaborate. You can equally create all the people that came out, then you create a poll. You have a poll in WhatsApp, so all the people and everybody will then have to vote. So all the people who really come out for it, let them, if they are serious, they might reach out to you personally, talk to you about himself. If they are really out to lead, passionate about it, if they volunteer themselves, they can come out personally, reaching out to team members. You guys are not that much. So that is it. And if you are really have someone you believe that the person is capable of leading, even if the person is not campaigning, you can campaign on behalf of the person. The main thing here is we have a good, I don't want anybody to come, Mr. Charles said, this person, I don't know, we want to change this person. Because maybe you feel because I impose someone, anyone you just, you nominate, I'll work with the person. You see, some of you already know Sylvia. She's a celebrity here, you know. So some of you also have
God.
Sylvia is a not group.
But I've been waiting for this moment. I know that this man will call my name today. And now you feel all right.
Coordinate master.
So we have people, the point here is that some of you know her capacity. You know, if she can make a good leader, I'm just using as an example. I don't even know her group, but there's just using her as a kind of a case study. So you can't tell me you don't know yourself. It's a lie. I disagree. But any group who believe they cannot do it, I will close my eye and pick someone and the person will lead. So that's answer to the question. Let's go to Beatrice Deshola.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. The question I would have asked is that you have really touched almost everything, but I'm just going to contribute, not to ask questions again. Like, my contribution is that, sir, in our group, Lagos group, our celebrity is not there, which is Sylvia, which you know. So people are not really willing. So the few persons that came out, I don't really know, but we tried to organize a meeting once, and it didn't really turn out that well. It's not really encouraging. And I don't just know. Maybe you try to, I don't know if you can pick for us a team lead so that we can kickstart on time, not to waste too much time, sir. That is just what I wanted to add. Thank you very much.
Okay, and like you said, Sylvia is not in your team. I'm not campaigning for Sylvia. You know, the point I'm making back here is that you guys know yourself already. So that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not going to pick for any group. This is a tax. We are giving people. This is what will show how you guys can come up to lead. You know. So if you cannot organize yourself to come up with someone, then it means that is the beginning of failure. You know. So, and if I think you should be even have the question here is that we have too many people who want to lead, and we don't know that we don't see. If you are not comfortable to lead within your group, and you want to go and lead white people, Indians, international people, Chinese as a project manager, and you cannot lead small group, then you better resign and give up. Are you getting me? Yeah, because
Yes,
all
sir.
of you here, you want to go and work remotely. Is that not what so many of you are looking for?
Yes, sir.
You want to work remotely for Canadian company, Australian company, Japanese company, Chinese company, American company, British company, remotely to lead them. Lead a team of 10 white people, 10 Indians, 10 Chinese, and you become their project leader. Is that what you're planning to do? But you cannot lead your fellow students here. You are scared of leading them. Then what are you planning to, how are you going to lead these people? So you better go and start thinking twice. Project management is a leadership. I've said it before. Is a leadership position. So if you are not good in leadership, if you are not confident, if you don't have that self-confidence, you have to go start trying to build that self-confidence. So don't come and tell me you people cannot do it. Then we'll cancel the project. Any team that cannot come up, then we'll put the project in that group on hold. Okay, let's move to Ugochukwu Onwadoza.
Thank you, sir. You made mention in this brief that about platform. My question is, okay, I want to believe that ToPay now has an existing platform that we are supposed to, let me use the word, marry our CRM to. My question is the platform already hanging in the web, in the cloud, in the IT cloud, or is it yet to be uploaded before we marry this thing so that it can now be, because I saw something, let me just read it out here on the, where you said that we should, you said in the scope, migration of the lead and customer data into the CRM system, and then in part 2, you say integration scope, item 2, integration of the CRM system with ToPay existing financial and transaction platform. So my question is that this platform, are we going to get it from you? Is it already hanging so that we can just know, do we have a template whereby we can now use it to maybe now form our CRM to see how we can integrate them? That's what my question is.
Have you ever typed, I say, okay, all of us here, we say we are working for ToPay. How many of you have typed topaymobile.com? How many of us? How many of us, I'm asking a question, have you ever typed topaymobile.com?
Yes.
And what happened?
There was a site that appeared, but it appeared, but I wasn't able to now, I didn't really go deep into the site.
So I assume that coming to go and do the requirements or research for you about the company, is that the way you are going to work?
No, I'm not saying about it.
But as a matter of fact, the company you work, by now, even if they wake you from dream and ask you about the company, you should be able to tell a lot about the company. But for you to tell me you don't know anything about the company, you are just waiting so that you come and take reference letter and go is uncalled for.
I didn't say I didn't know about the company, sir.
But if you know about the company, even I told you guys, what did I say today? When we were starting, I told you guys we have 3 mobile applications. Didn't I say that?
Yes.
So
you did.
Come on. Or you think we are playing here?
I'm not asking. The question is you say the CRM template. I'm asking whether we have are we to build the template that is going to rhyme with that platform. That's just my question. I want to just be sure of that angle to migrate, that migration. That is all. It's not about whether
what is migration? We say we're going to migrate our data.
Yeah.
Let's say our lead and customer data to pay to, yeah. So what is migration? If we have customers already, we move them to the CRM system. That's simple. That is migration.
All right, understood. I now know where we're heading to.
I'm not taking it personal, but we need to read more. We need to study. If you have some of these terminologies, you're not going to wait for me to come and start. We have these days people don't go to dictionaries. We can use Wikipedia, we can use ChatGPT, we can use Google Gemini, we can use Google. When you hear something like integration and you don't understand what integration means, you read three different source to understand what integration is. If you hear migration, data migration, you read more to understand what data migration is. You know, that's the way to do things, some of all these things. So we already have a platform, and if we have customers within that our platform already, then we need to migrate those data. So, yeah. So it's left for you. That is what you need to find out. There is not, I'm not going to be school feed you. You are here to do some work. Don't think you are just here to come and I'll tell you, press, you press. You are not going to make a good project manager or business analyst with that. So we have done the training. The rest is for you to crack your brain and start solving this. Like this is an exam I've given to you people. And you don't expect me to come and answer the question for you. Okay, Austin Njideka.
Mr. Charles, please, I didn't get that deliverables. That's where my confusion is. I didn't get you well there.
Have you downloaded the one I sent? What you read out the deliverables? Let's hear.
I've not downloaded it.
So you have to download it. Download it and read it up. Let's hear from you.
Now.
Yes. Am I not? I didn't type down. What does it take to download? Click and it will be downloaded and is in PDF. And you read it up.
Okay, let me check now.
Okay, while you are downloading it, let's move to Nkechi or Abueze.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, thank you for helping us with the project brief. First of all, at least the documentation is in progress already. So looking at the documentation, like the way you taught us from charter to brief, now that you have given us the brief, and I know charter is charter because of the authority signature that comes with it. And at the end of it, at the end of the brief, you also made a mention of us appending signatures. So can we now say that the project charter and the brief has been taken care of?
Can somebody answer that question?
Okay, the project charter has not been taken care of. You have to go prepare the project charter with the brief that has been given to you, which is an example, and then get the signatory on the project charter. So right now, the project charter has not been taken care of.
Thank you. We treated two topics. We treated project brief and we treated project charter. Now we are starting a project. We issue a project brief, and now you're asking if the project brief is project charter. How do you ask that kind of question if you have been following our class?
I've been following, sir. It's just that at the end of it, I heard you say something about signatories to the documents, which is the project brief that you presented. That's why I wanted to clear.
Does it mean that it's only one document? Signature, signature is approved agreement. It doesn't, signature is simply agreement. I agree that, yes, I've received the project brief. Yes, I've given this project brief and I've received it. That is approval agreement between these two people. I hand the project brief to the project manager, and the project manager, yes, both of us agreed that this is an exchange. We've received the, yeah, we are good to go.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Project charter, I told you people that project charter is not a must, but is more important than a must, but it's not a must. Did I say something like that? So even if we don't have a project charter, we can still deploy, work on this project. But when something goes wrong, then when they ask you for the project charter and you are working on a project that nobody sent you, you know, so project, as long as it does, it's not project charter, it's not authority.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Olusoji or CDP.
I'm with you, sir.
CDP.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir. I just want to remind you. I don't know, maybe because I have seen the various groups that you created, Ogun group, Northern group, Lagos group, and so on. I want to remind you that you have some students that are outside the country. I don't think I've seen anything about that.
We've discussed about outside the country because I clearly told you people that this project is in Nigeria. We are not creating a project. We are not creating a group for UK people. This project is not in UK. Are you getting me?
I'm with you,
If
sir.
if you are in UK and we have a project going on in UK, we create a group in UK. We can decide to create Scotland group. We can decide to create a Wales group. We can decide to create England. If we're in England, we can decide to create London, Manchester, Lead group where people can easily come to meet. And every other person working on that project will then join it. Even if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Ghana, then you can join that. It's either you join England, you join London, or you join, because that project is domesticated in England. But here, this project is domesticated in Nigeria. So if you are joining this project, you are joining this project remotely from whichever country you are, and you join it. So we are not creating any project for any people outside the country. If you want a project for those who are in England or those who are in UK, if you want to be part of a local project in UK, we have one you can join, you know. So we've talked about this before. Is that clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Olu. Where are you based?
I'm in London.
Okay. All right. We'll have a pay-go project running, and we even have some of you in this team that have joined our project in London. So it's up to you. We made things very much easy for everyone. If you cannot afford the local training or this thing in London, good and fine. You can still be here, but at the end of the day, there's difference. Okay, Abimbola, Rebecca.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good
I want to
evening.
say a very big thank you to you, sir, for today, for having me back in the group when I had issues with my phone. And I want to say a big thank you to Chidera too. And I also want to give you an update about the Lagos group. I think Miss Beatrice came and she said we weren't turning up and all that. I think maybe she's right. You know, we all have opinion, but I think the Lagos group is actually moving and we're improving. The last time we had a meeting on Jitsi, she actually proposed that, and we're able to nominate few candidates. We nominated Ugochi and we nominated Chidera because they said they already have a prior experience with project management and they have a team lead spirit. And we nominated these two candidates, and we're supposed to have a meeting again because we didn't have a huge turnout on that particular day. And we discussed on where each and every one of us were having challenges, and we're helped in several ways. And I remember they even told me to record a video of where I was stalked on
Yeah,
Project Libra, which I did.
Abimbola, you're giving
Yes,
us
sir.
update. This is not the time to give us update about what you guys have done. As a matter of fact, I'm in every
Okay.
group. I know what is going on in every team. So if you're telling me you
Okay,
guys
sir.
are not doing, I know what is going on. So that I'm not
Okay, sir.
commenting doesn't mean I created that group, you know. So I know what's going on in that group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
So we are
yeah.
going to do better, sir. But we are moving, sir.
Yeah, we better move before that we move you. Yeah,
All
it's,
right.
it's,
Thank you,
important,
sir.
it's important you move, and I'm happy you go. You rectified your your problem with WhatsApp. Yeah, you will recover your old WhatsApp. It just takes some time.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you, sir. All right.
no
Thank
worries.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Patience, Ajana.
Good evening, sir. Okay, so my question is, good evening, everyone. My question is regarding project timeline. So I wanted to find out, for instance, in reality, the challenge I have, which I'm also thinking, but I want to ask if it's reasonable to apply that to going forward, given what we've learned and the projects ahead. So currently, I practice as an interior designer, and I work on projects. And one of the things we do, which I don't think is a good practice, is when our sponsors, which is our clients, give us a project brief and give us a timeline. Let's say you're doing a home or you're doing an office and you have to finish that, let's say for within 2 months. So when we work with artisans and some of these people, like you talked about, that kind of affect the project, they don't actually have interest in it. They have low interest in the project because theirs is just to come and do the work. So people like tilers, bricklayer, painters, like that. So I tend to give them a lesser project timeline just so that I can stay within and achieve my timeline with my sponsor. So moving forward, is it a reasonable practice? Do you think it's ideal that when you get a project brief and a timeline, that working with your team, that you can give them a lesser project when you feel that the traction, they are not moving with the time you are supposed to move to get to deliver the project at a stipulated time? Is it reasonable to give them a lesser timeline to work with so that you have the proper timeline that you're supposed to deliver to the client or the sponsor?
Well, the timeline is depending on so many factors determine the timeline. When the sponsor is giving you a timeline, it maybe is depending on how urgent they want that project. If you remember when we talk about it, I used a project during COVID-19. They tell you government want to distribute vaccine within 3 months, and that is what is agreed in Downing Street. That this vaccine, the Prime Minister gave order that this vaccine should reach every household within 3 months. So you are not coming here to contest with the timeline. Is there an order? If you can't do it, then you fall out. So they are not begging you as a project manager to take it. There are some project managers who can even do it within 2 months. So if you are saying if you feel you can't do it, then that project is not for you. So that is timeline. Timeline is a lot of factors determine the timeline. If I'm doing a wedding and I've fixed a date and I want to renovate my house, paint my house, I tell you this by Easter, I'm doing wedding or I'm kind of doing a burial and I want to renovate. I give a timeline because I want that house done by that. So you cannot tell me that you cannot do it within that time. Then I look for other project managers who can do it.
So
that is. So if you are contesting about timeline, then the client will look for other people.
Sorry, I don't think, maybe you missed what I was trying to say. It's not about the client, it's about the team that I work with.
You mentioned client. You said
yes, if I can give the client, for instance, the client gives me 2 months, and the people that I'm working with, I give them let's say 6 weeks. That way I have more time to deliver and wrap up.
We did what we call contingency, both time contingency in time and work and contingency in budget. It's up to you the way you want to manage your timeline. The main thing is that you have 2 months to do that. If you can deliver it, I told you that if they give you 3 months and you deliver it in 2 months, you get a bonus. So the company will give you bonus because you actually save them. It's up to you the way you want to achieve it. If you believe that that is the easiest way by for you, maybe having buffer. If you have 3 months, then you start using 2 months. You have 1 month buffer. It's still a practice. That's what we call contingency. If you want to do it that way, we did it. The one I'll give you, for example, I use contingency. I said £10,000. If you want, contingency can be 3,000. That's buffer. In the same as timeline, if you have 8, now we have 8 weeks, you can use 6 weeks as your working timeline and use 2 weeks as a buffer. The main thing is that we want that project delivered within 8 weeks, on or before 8 weeks. If you deliver it earlier and it still comes with a high standard, then you'll be ready for a promotion.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, clarified. Thank you.
All right. I think we've touched base with everybody who've raised hand here. And yeah, so I wish you luck as you step into your projects. So by as soon as I can, I will start moving the projects into their project collaborative environment. That is FreeCamp we are going to use. So that's it. And yeah. So Machuku favor, as a matter of fact, we already have 10 minutes past 8, and this is 8. So when we're already giving a closing speech, you are still raising hand. It's not the best practice. We are closing this meeting, and we know. So whatever other question you have, move them to the platform. You know, I intentionally lock our main group so that we can put our effort in our dedicated group. Let's channel, because when we're trying to organize ourselves in the smaller groups and we have distraction in the main group. So once everything is start flowing, we can open our main group. But for now, try to organize your group, you know. So, and like I said, good luck and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Ciao.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good night, Mr. Charles.
Good night, sir.
Good
Lagos,
night, everyone.
Lagos team, please hold.
Thank you,
We are
sir.
having meeting now. Lagos team, we are having meeting now. Now,
Can we convert?
now, go to the group and join.
Thank you, Charles. Right.
Okay, the number.
Okay. Lagos team, we are having meeting now. Let's meet.